Hello everyone. In the last video we were just talking about the task what we are supposed to do, or taking an analog input and giving the respective analog output for that. So taking an analog input from the range of which from this range and converting it to the new range. What is the range? Analog output range. Sorry guys. And then giving the analog output. We were talking about that. Okay, so today we will have a look on the code how we can implement it. Okay, so anyway, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, you should watch at least 4 or 5 of the previous videos in the same playlist. Then you will understand what I am actually talking about. Okay, so in the previous video we have seen, okay, we know we are supposed to use a map function. Okay, so these things we see, we are supposed to use a map function, and we have to take that value from the map function, excuse me guys, and we have to give that output as analog write. So in other words, first we do an analog read, we take the analog input from A0, we assign the value, but we cannot give the X value directly to the analog output. Why? Because there is a range difference. Where here, right, this range is different from this range. Okay, so we have to do a range change. Okay, we have to do a mapping scenario. So for that we have our map function that we have studied in the previous videos. I mean earlier in somewhere in this playlist we have studied about map function, right? So we have to do that conversion using the map function, then the returned value. Okay, so map function will return as a integer value. Let's say yes, integer value. I don't know, as I remember integer value. Otherwise you can see what is the return type of the map function and search, and you can find by yourself. Anyway, it will return a number, anyway, hopefully an integer value. So that integer value, okay, that number value will be in the range of 0 to 255, or the respective range of respective value in the range of 0 to 255 will be returned as y, and then we can pass it as the output of the analog write. Okay, so it is so easy. The 3 steps I said here: taking input, doing a conversion, going for the output. So 3 steps. Okay, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So those are in the 3 lines here: 1, 2, 3. So I repeat: taking an analog input, conversion of the map range, giving the newly converted, that means new map ranged value as an analog output. That's all you have to do. If you do it the way it is, suppose this way, then obviously what will happen? Excuse me guys. Then obviously, according to your button or switch purpose, so I will go for this brush. So according to whatever the button or switch you have as an input value, or what is the thing, according to this variable resistor that you have, right? So according to the rotation of this way or this way, okay, depending on the rotations amount or range, the new LEDs, the LED's brightness will change. Okay, that will be very proportional, and you will see that works perfect. You understand what I'm telling? So you're giving an analog input using this resistor, or in other words, it will work like a volume key of a radio. Okay, so if you increase this way, it is a brightness key. Okay, it will if you rotate this way, the brightness will be increasing. If you rotate the other way, I'm just saying, okay, the brightness will be decreasing. That kind of thing will happen. So it is a brightness key. Okay, this one is a brightness key, so brightness changing key. Okay, so it will work perfect when only when you are doing the code with the proper understanding of what you are doing. Okay, so let's write the code. Cool. So anyway, we will write 2 lines. Okay, first we do an analog read, right? So let's analog read the A0, because let's say I am connecting this input pin from this, in the middle pin from this variable resistor, to A0. Okay, I explained these things in the previous video. So 5 voltage may be here, ground may be here, or the other way around. Anything is comfortable, you can go for that. Okay. Excuse me guys. So then since I am connecting to A0, you can connect to any analog pin, that's totally fine. Since I am connecting to A0, I will read the A0 pin. Okay guys, so don't worry, I will do a demonstration, at least what you call simulation environment demonstration. There also you can note the what thing connections. Okay, so I will assign this value to an integer variable, right? So I will assign it to x. Okay, and we may probably declare integer x here as usual. So you can just refer your analog read scenario, right? So now the first step is done. What is the first step? Reading the analog input value. Okay, now we have read it. We are not serial printing it, but still we are reading it. Okay, that's cool. Now what's the next step? I'm sorry, we have to do a conversion. Okay, map conversion. So what is that this? Okay, so what this map conversion is going to do is, we have map function that we have studied already about, and then what we will do is, we will first pass the input value. What is input value? This analog input value, that is the value is going to be converted to a new range. So that is the one should be coming first. Then we have to give the initial range, first the minimum value and the maximum value. So 0 to 1023 initial range value. Okay, then we will put a comma and we will give a new range value. So I will remove the spaces. So what is our new range? That means the upcoming range, the range we want the output should be this range. Okay, analog output range 0 to 255. Then we will have this new range again from small value to higher value. Okay, or the minimum value to the maximum value. Okay, so this thing I have taught you already, so I am not repeating. So if you have any doubts, just go Google and search for map function Arduino, and then you will get how this map function works, what are the parameters, what is the format the parameters should be passed. Then you will understand. Then you will know why I have passed these values like this way. Okay, or otherwise you can watch my videos in the map function, that also will be helping. Okay, then what we should do, we should assign the map function value also to another variable. Okay, let's call the variable as y, and since it is also an integer variable, as I remember, we are supposed to declare it as integer y. Okay, totally fine. So the second step is also now done. This is the second step. Now we have to go for the third step. Very simple, we have to give the analog output. What is the value? The new mapped value that is created from the second step. So second step will take the analog input as the input and give the new mapped value that is supposed to be given as the analog output. So this analog output process will take the new map value and give us the output. Okay, you understand what I am telling? So this y value should be given as the analog output value. Why? Because this y value is the value is in the new range that we want. Okay, so what is the analog output code? Analog write, you know it, right? You can watch the previous videos if you have any issues. Okay, let's try pin number 7 and y. Okay, we don't have to give a delay, it's fine. Okay, because while we are rotating, at the same times the LED brightness should change. While we are changing the analog input, the same times the LED brightness should change. So we don't need to have a delay in between each iteration of the loops, because our process should be as accurate as possible. Okay, the input and output should be almost at the same time. Okay, so let's not have a delay, so that will make some issues, because if you have a 100 millisecond delay, sometimes during the time you may rotate, but still, so let's say if you have a delay in this line number 12, let's say delay, so I'm just writing delay here, and if you have the delay, then at one process it will stop here, maybe 100 millisecond. Then at the time you will be rotating that whatever this input switch, okay, variable resistor, but this reading will not happen. All these things will not happen. So that will be an error, right? So let's avoid the delay here. Okay, we don't need the delay. Okay, and then we have to say pin mode input and pin mode output. Okay, so what is the pin? It is input, A0 is input and A7 is output. Okay, so we have to say pin mode A0 input. Okay, so it's almost 10 minutes, guys. Just follow me up in the next video. I will type the rest.